Greetings, salutations, and welcome, citizens, to today's session of Crisis of the Empire. I hope you have been well, and I hope that you will enjoy today's session as we will delve down further into the stories that will unfold as we will continue on. But give me just a mere second here as we are about to get ready and go live.
Was trying to parkour over a wire fence.
The best part is that we're live.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that was completely taken out of context.
We were talking about psychological or empathized pain, everyone. It's important. Ignore that. Ignore
Anyways.
that. Yeah, there you go.
Starting with the intro. Previously on Crisis of the Empire, we were originally going to go rough up some ruffians that we thought were not paying their tolls. But when we saw their documents, they were paying their tolls. Until something very interesting Luna found about the documents. Luna noticed from her nature of being a fae is that the contract wasn't showing all that was there. Thus, she tried to fix it, but didn't quite fix the problem as she was discovered to be fae. So, other than putting the man in possibly crippling debt, she returned to try to get this fixed out. Because he shouldn't be paying this. On today's campaign of Crisis of Empire, stay tuned.
There, I unmuted Nero so they could say unhinged and adorably supportive stuff.
Now unpause.
I didn't do anything.
Now unpause the game so Luna can run over to Casey immediately.
Sure, give me a moment. We're gonna change the music also, since we're out of intro sequence. Also earned the inspiration point.
Clap, 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 clap.
Sorry that mine aren't long. I'm very cut and concise.
No, it's fine.
No, you're all good. Why did that sound like the DM was hurt by that? DM, are you okay? Are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm gonna smack you! I'm fine.
What, you don't like Michael Jackson?
Not when we can get hit with, copyright or a cease and desist letter, Please not.
Well, to be fair,
I mean,
the
for how
original
many...
media, for one. Second, it is a total parody. Clearly done by a talented, smart aleck. So I think you're fine.
Fair enough.
To be frank, I'm surprised you didn't get in trouble with TOS with how many times you said the C word.
Wait, when?
Last session.
Last thing.
And then we gently were like, can you say bitch instead?
He said it. Who's
saying the C word?
Points to
Pass.
pass.
What is... I'm confused now.
No, don't worry about it. You don't need to know.
Why would you say the C word?
He said it on a whim.
They're
You said it-
children, pass. What the fuck?
Anyways, I'm gonna be running over to Cassia.
Oh, that coffee's good.
Cassia!
Boss, we're back!
Cassia, I may have to talk to you effective immediately.
Is this something discussed in private?
Private, definitely private.
Oh,
She
then
grabs-
you wouldn't
she-
mind that I intrude now, would you, my little friend?
I wouldn't, cause yes, but do you mind if you, me, Cassia, and Nero were in a room together? Personally?
Women troubles. All right.
Nero, get your butt over here. Anyways,
Sure. Follow me, we
Yes.
can go to one of my office. We can be discussing in peace.
yes.
Man, you think you know a place, but you always get lost. Oh, there you guys are.
I'll give you 2 to
Vivian, or not Vivian, Frick, Luna will pull out a really good champagne for Cassia and give it to Cassia. Cassia, you might need this.
Boss, you're gonna need it.
Champagne is our celebration. What are we celebrating?
Well, it's a prize.
It's a prize.
A surprise.
Over here,
Yes, no, me.
little friend. Take a seat in the
I think
big
you're about
coma
to
couch,
meet my other name.
please.
Go on, you.
Boss. All right, boss. Let me be real with you, right? Let me be real with you right now.
I'm telling her.
It's about to get down, boss. It's about to get serious. I just want you to know. It's just gonna get serious and weird. Good luck.
Anyways,
It tells me I'm going to wish I dabbled in necromancy. All right.
I wouldn't go that
Please,
far.
my dear guests, take a seat in the couch. As I will
Cassia.
Check.
make
Wait,
sure we
I
have
don't have to pay.
privacy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to pay for a seat on the couch, right?
We'll talk to you after I talk to Casey, alright?
Oh, I believe I should be here, little friend, after all.
Fair enough.
I don't have to pay for a seat on the couch, right?
No, it's
Get your butt
free.
over here.
Okay, I'm coming.
So,
What about
As
Mando?
you guys sit
He's
down,
fine.
you see clasps her hand together, and you see this barrier that
Mhm.
basically encircles your little corner of the room, where you like the sound from outside gets muffled, and you
Mhm.
cannot see outside of it.
So,
so,
Privacy.
yes, so, we were going out for our job, and we found the documents for the job, but we saw them messed up a little bit, and due to, she looks at Cassia, pulls out the paper and hands it to her. She points to where. Well, I think you have to make an Arcana check to see it.
No,
But she points to.
no.
Oh.
It has burned itself in as burnt text.
Yes,
What is now
and
owed.
yes, and Cassia, I haven't been completely honest with you because due to my nature, people fear me before they get to know me.
With good reason, no little friend.
I mean no harm. It's not my fault for what my kin does. She just points to the contract where it says what she is.
Oh, no. That
To
text
Cassia.
is not showing up.
Oh.
It dissipated. What now shows, as if the letters and numbers has burned in, is the amount that is owed.
Cassia,
And also the text that shows that a clause has been broken.
Mhm.
This is the amount that is now owed for breach of contract.
That part was not in the contract visibly until I was trying to fix it because I thought there was something wrong with the contract. But, Cassia, I'm Faye. But I mean no harm. I'm just here as a traveler. I am here just for humanitarian reasons. I mean no harm to anybody.
Very good. Right.
Luna just looks at her with pleading eyes, being like, I'm sorry. I just wanted you to be comfortable, kind of look.
Shrugs.
So much for lady troubles. So, this contract, as writ, at the moment, dictates that the amount owed is
1 trillion siptans.
But it didn't. Before the debt was paid, this was hidden in the contract.
I did point out that there had been a small calculation of debt that wasn't paid yet. When you did roll for the metrics of the contract itself, when you looked over the numbers of what was paid and what was not paid yet.
Yeah.
Wait. This was what happened. The guy paid the amount in full. The amount that wasn't. You only found out about the hidden one, so the hidden one was the problem.
And it kept increasing.
Yes, for every week he did not pay.
Week? I thought it was a month. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So about that milk, how much is it? Yes, no, maybe.
But
No, your
here's-
stay is already paid for. You have free access to any beverage or food you wish for. As a good host.
Alright, thank you. Can I
But
please have
that's
some
the-
milk?
Excuse you. I would like to say this though, is that he visibly could not see this contract. Thus, he only could see the normal contract. How is that fair that he consented to something that he could not at all consent to?
Oh, it was not the newest payer of the contract. It was his father who signed that deal.
Yes, but so far as I could see from the contract, his father didn't even notice it because it was invisible.
Oh, he full knew how much money he borrowed to pay off debts that he had accrued. I even warned him, and he still signed it. And then the debt fell to his son. I did inform him that there were a substantial amount of money, an investment that needs to be paid off, and that's why he did so many good jobs for me, till he got cocky and, well, decide to seize his payments.
She looks to Cassia about this because she doesn't know how to further argue something that wasn't made aware to the other person.
Wait. Did you say the father got cocky and stopped paying, or it was the son who got cocky and stopped paying?
The son.
The son, because he thought it was paid off.
Yeah, but then that wouldn't. Wait, had you informed him of the payment when he took on the loan?
Oh, yes, and the interest of his father not paying kept accruing. Every time I did
I
point
understand.
out that his father had substantial debt to me for not paying off
Did-
the agreed amount.
No, my thing is, did you tell him about the hidden fee, or did you just say a substantial amount?
I did tell him about the hidden fee, but it's been like, what?
And you did remind him of said hidden fee, right?
Yes? When I
What?
had it. I am not cruel. I did tell him that his father had accrued a big overdraft fee for non-repayments, and that
Did
it
you
would
tell him-
increase as long as he didn't pay.
Well,
Wait, did you tell him like the actual amount, or did you just tell him that, hey, there's this fee that keeps going up every week if you do not pay it off? Because I think the issue could be surmised that because you may have been a little too vague, or you may have not stated it clearly, he may have thought that, oh, the substantial amount was not even there to begin with, and the hidden fee was already calculated into the contract, and
I would-
that's why he did not pay the original one.
also, I would like to point out the fact that he only knew of monthly payments. He never heard of such thing as a weekly payment.
No, but my thing is, if she would have told him that that his father was the one who grew a big fee, she would have let him know that, oh, there is this extra fee. My issue with the whole thing is that, was she specific in the amount of the fee and had told him that it was separate, or
Well, I
was
don't-
it that she just said, "Oh, your father grew grew a huge amount without defining the amount, and he just thought that he only had to pay the amount because the amount was already calculated into the fee he was paying." That's what I'm trying to understand.
Yes.
He
Uh,
never asked for the full number of the debt, only for the original loan. So that's on him.
Yeah, but no, it's also on you to. It's also on you as the debtor to let him know, because
Not by
that's
imperial
what
law,
we-
it's not.
yeah, but like it would do you some good, because think about it like this: if someone were to, I don't know, if someone were to be held accountable to their word, you would tell them this so that at least they would know. He had no way of saying, nah, I'm not gonna take on my father's debt because his father was the one who put him into the debt. So even though he may have not known the original amount,
He
you could have.
agreed to settle that debt, or else I would have taken everything his family was worth for.
Yeah,
I gave
what
him the choice to pay
Hold
what
on,
I'm
Mira.
trying to
or enslavement for the next until perpetuity happens.
what I'm trying to get at is that regardless, he was going to pay. The issue was that you should have just told him the original amount because he would not be able to say no.
Hold on, Euro. I would like to hear from Casey a bit. Casey?
First and foremost, this contract is clearly lined with magic.
Yes.
And I am certain that you are aware, in the Imperium, such magics are not tolerated to possess hidden clauses. Magics are there to ensure the integrity of the contract, keep it sealed, keep it safe. No more, no less. Any other additional tamperings is considered illegal for obvious reasons of, well, let's face it, the Imperium doesn't like it when people can do things to scrolls that they can't so readily. So, there's that issue.
Yes, and you can
Second
thank
off-
your little thing for that.
Little thing.
Your little Fae.
We are very strongly into contracts, so I don't like it when people hide things behind visible barriers.
It's, as I stated, illegal to do so, because then this kind of sticky mess occurs, and then two things can happen. One, permanent enslavement, or two, death. Quite frankly, I'd like to avoid both. So, let us see here.
I am willing to void the contract then.
You drew up this illegal contract then. You admit this openly.
Yes, but again, you have to remember, he's not Imperial citizen now, is he?
Do you understand why we have rather shaky relations with our neighbors? Outside of the fact that, I dare say, some of the Imperial mindset is, I don't understand it, thus I must either kill it, annihilate it, or stare at it intently. Your engagement in the manipulations of someone who's clearly not of us doesn't look good on you. It's one thing to have a person indentured. It's far better to be setting this up in a way where they are horribly setting themselves in a hangman's noose perfectly and legally. That is the difference. Magic tampering, I can agree with, but that's the problem. When one puts a magic tampering glyph, especially on such things like this, it's usually looking for manipulation of the inks, manipulations of the fibers, and so on and so forth. Based off of what I'm understanding from Luna here, she simply removed an obscurity, and it caused such damage onto the contract. Do you know what happens when a physical contract is damaged?
Well,
Shirley, see the loophole I'm trying to give you here? Please take it.
it voids it, which is why I am willing to...
No, the loophole dictates that if the original contract is damaged, it must be rewritten. Take the damn loophole. Give the man a proper contract. Give it every delicious detail, because my god, this is worse than hot lady gossip. And conduct yourself accordingly in service of yourself and the Empire. Please don't shame yourself. It's just bad business.
Fine, I will redraw a new one with him that waivers some of his father's debt.
As long as all parties are agreeable, I see no reason why you can't do business with him. He just needs to understand the full gravity. And please, by all means, there's no harm in being, cheeky and offering documentation and contract education for a small fee. It's good business. So that way, as you grow as business partners or even business associates, you get a contact instead of an enemy.
Oh, believe me, I've plenty of contacts. He's but a
Money
minor
is money.
piece. Oh, believe me, I have more wealth than I would know what to do with.
All right, then ignore my loophole, void it, and release the man. Although I know not what he would do without your generous offerings of. I think this is supposed to be for land and work.
Yes, that would basically mean that the land will fall back into my hands if the contract is voided, and that would mean he is now trespassing.
Which would still give him the statute of a full moon phase to remove his items
Yes.
and post from the property.
Because his father did put everything in for that loan he took originally as collateral, and if I avoid this contract, all of it falls to me as the holder.
So to be clear, he's seizing it. She's seizing it from him, correct?
Well, see, that's the thing. She has two choices. One, she can continue engaging with business with the nice gentleman. She can even offer to educate him for, again, more money. And then proceed according to everyday things as is. They fully understand the gravity of their contract. They proceed to keep going, and she keeps making her a small stipend of money from this individual. This also harbors good business practice on his part, and then she could probably utilize him for other means as well as whatever he's doing right now. So that's one option. That's the option I would prefer to use because I like having more chess pieces than my opponents. And let's see here. And
Well,
for the
there's-
other one, she would just void it, null it, and then kick them off her property.
Well, currently Mando is guarding the tribute that he was going to offer her for this month.
Well, there you go, madam. You just have to collect her payment and provide him a fresh copy of a contract whose magics are for ensuring that its papers are perfect in every way and that it's clearly understood in common.
Well then, why not do you not drop the contract, my dear? That would make sure that a third party does make it properly, so I wouldn't sneak any further manipulations to it. No?
What I heard was, so I cannot be accused of manipulating the language any further. Very well. Is there anything in particular that you wish for this contract to have? I would like to make sure that this is done thoroughly as possible, so that way such annoyances are not thrust upon you again.
Just
but
the
also-
standard debts of, let's see here, what was it he still owed me till you broke the contract? Faye? Do remind me.
I think it was 20. Oh, I can't say this number. I had to type it.
I think this is going to be a trillion or a billion.
No, it was 250.
250,000 silver septons. Yes, that do sound correct.
Maybe start the billing from next month.
Of course. With
But
the
then-
50,000, we can already cut it down with a fifth of what he owes.
Okay, and the man has 50. Very good.
And then he'll work on the others. Okay.
She offers you both ink and quill to write this contract, Casey.
I would also have an oath of silence of what I am, preferably.
I cannot add a non-disclosure agreement to a debtor's contract. That'd have to be separate.
That's what I'm asking for. Could you make a separate one too?
Oh, for me not to spill what you are, little one.
Wait. Hold up, Hen. I have a question.
Yeah?
Since this contract is going to be null and void and be drafted into a new contract, this does mean that Luna has no debt towards you. Am I correct in saying this?
Oh, she has accrued that because she broke the law by tampering with a legally binding contract.
Looks to Casey to see, is this legit?
Unveiling hidden clauses is not an act of tampering. It is an exposure of evidence.
That is true, but she did try to lessen the numbers, i.e. tampering with it, did you not? Else my magic wouldn't have fired off in the first place.
Casey will arch an eyebrow and look at Luna.
To be honest, is that I was trying to see if I could fix the numbers, that's all, because I wanted it to match his current debt. I'm sorry for doing such a wrong thing.
You could have revealed the text of what he owed, and it would have been fine. But for you to tamper with the total, that's what triggered it. And by that you broke.
I wasn't meaning to try to I wasn't meaning to try to change the contract. I was just trying to make the correct number with this payment.
Casey will sigh, lean back, stare at the bottle of champagne, look over at the Fae.
Do you want me to
Look over at the host.
bring another bottle?
I, by right of summer, cannot drink champagne in this event. Please provide.
You see her flash her hands on a bottle of red, the reddest and sweetest of wine appears in her hand, and she holds it up to you.
Dude,
Forgive me, I don't quite feel alright with magically conjured fluids. I have accidentally poisoned
I
myself too many
merely
times.
summoned a bottle of my infinite storage of collected bottles over the years.
was this the wine that I made for you last time? The red wine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it's good.
Unspiced, though.
Mm.
This is basically a bottle straight from her storage.
There's a deadpan pleading in her face. For the love of God, get me a mulled wine. Cheap is fine, just a mulled is far more
Wait here, I
appropriate.
will be right back. You see her stepping out. You see her do a few hand singles. You see a servant girl coming running up to her with a small tray. She takes it from her, walks back in, sets the tray on the table, and you see 4 cups with the permeates spiced and heated wine. Would this be of better?
I suppose. Thank you.
I hate to be a bother.
Still
Can I
waiting
have
on-
some milk?
Yeah.
Yes, I want
Ask about
something
that.
on the milk.
You see her Oh, what type of milk, dear? And I will see what I have in.
A regular milk, please.
Regular. So goat, cow, horse,
Cow milk, please.
or sheep.
Oh, what's that? What's that one milk that's like made out of the flowers again?
Don't tell me about flour milk.
No. Well, okay, hold on. So there are several things that are technically available during this bracket of time technology and medicines and all that jazz. We have milk of magnesia and we have milk of the poppy. So those
Milk of
are
the poppy,
more
that was it.
medicinal. Yeah, those are far more medicinal and more
Okay.
for pain and
Sleep relief.
numbing an area. Yeah.
Yeah, this is off the table, by the way. This is not in game. I was just wondering.
Yeah, but that's part of the reason why I'm not using the character voice. I'm just kind of over here like, well, technically, yeah. Also, while they're going away and doing stuff, Kesia is kind of just going to be staring at this freaking contract and then realizing the bombshell that was just unfortunately spoken on.
What?
Nera's gonna look to Casey and then whisper, "There are different kinds of milk?"
Yes, different animals, different names, different.
Luna will look. Luna will look to Casey. It's like, did I do something wrong?
Horribly, actually.
I thought. Oh, I didn't know that I did something wrong. I thought I was correcting a mistake.
So, here's the delightful annoyance that comes with responsibilities and things of that nature. This is a contract. The original signee was not aware of the hidden clause, and the hidden clause dictated that any magical tampering of said contract would cause it to sear in the thing. So, where destruction of the contract in any form warranted to be withdrawn, which is paramount and important, anti-tampering magics are perfectly legal. What isn't legal is obscuring facts. Now, the auto-sum magics that were put upon it are there for a reason. They ensure optimum clarity for the leaseholder, which would be the farmer. I don't know what he does. So, by you tampering with the numbers, is you tampering with the contract. So, the only thing illegal here is the fact that, well, you nor the original contract holder seem to understand what the true full amount was. That was obscured.
I thought I was just correcting the numbers to his current pay, so I wasn't. Oh, I see.
So the reason why this works so beautifully well, especially for those who are not learned in our laws and things, is so that it auto tallies once the holder, in this case I'm assuming again her, has the money well and good in hand and confirmed to be of legal spending. And I'm going to stress that she likely is paranoid enough to do as I would do, confirm that the money is not counterfeit and is 100%, payable to fees and other things they need done. Then the contract would update.
Yes.
But you can't very well do that if you don't have the money in hand. So, of course, the contract would have the old total because she hasn't received the new money yet.
Okay.
So when you go trying to put minuses in places that don't need minuses, we have a problem. And that's what threw the poor man into that burned number, because according to what the contract's mindset is, you were tampering with it, and thus you have to pay the price. And the price is usually whatever will satisfy the holder, which in this case is a godforsaken amount of money.
I'm so sorry, Casey. I did not mean that.
That's the problem with contracts, is they care little for tears or apologies. All they care about is fulfillment. So, yes, the contract will have to be rewritten regardless. And I don't exactly have the weaving skills to put in the auto calculation. But I do feel that it is important to put in the language that the total amount is the amount that the holder, or the person that is getting paid for this debt, currently has of this debt being paid off. So that way they understand it can make probable payments, and then that way perhaps it could tally up interest and other thingamabobs, so that way everyone's on the same page. That way this stuff doesn't happen again.
I do have something to offer her if she really wants something from me, though.
Well, in a sake of preserving business, it would be highly recommended that you give a gift or something of that nature to smooth over this wrinkle.
All right, off topic or off the table here, just to double check.
Mhm. Yeah.
If I offer something from the Feywilds, could that be considered a gift, or would that be bad?
So here's the fun thing about that. Depending on the person, that could be the biggest insult ever, or that could be like, ooh, super cool and curious, and oh man, that's one of a kind. I can't wait to have that in my collection. So you would have to engage in conversation and figure out whether or not that would be a freaking option. Also, please bear in mind, they're not going to trust you because they're under the impression that everything you say, I'm going to stress this again above board for people who are extremely wary and paranoid of the Fae, aka Imperials, especially fanatic ones. They're not going to believe anything you say because they're going to be under the impression you're trying to twist every situation into your favor.
All I've been is honest.
Yeah, they're not going to believe that for shit. Again, this is how prejudice works, unfortunately. But here's what you can do. You can offer something that they can readily enjoy or have, or you can provide a service or something of that effect that they would warrant has some value, such as making a wonderful meal or working for them, or perhaps crafting something for them, or doing an errand, something like that. That would be technically a good solid business, so that way you would be conducting more business as a quote-unquote human, and you would be taken more seriously than perhaps offering something wonderful and magical that's going to draw up more suspicion and wariness. This person is a mage, so they understand your magic. They should be technically fine, but that's why I want to gently nudge you to engage and communicate with them, so that way you can do this.
I would also like to point out that Luna also worked for her for 2 weeks without pay because she was volunteering.
Okay, but that's not going to go against your current debt. That's just
True.
going to prove that you're a good worker and that your want of humanitarian efforts is valid. So use that as a good point to drive and bargain.
I got it.
Cool. Yeah, because Casey's over here doing the whole r/technically, you done fucked up.
Yeah.
And because
Even though
of
I
all
wasn't
this,
out of malice.
So because of all this, we can make the contract like so simplified, freaking toddler can read it, which is probably really good, especially for people who don't understand the interweavings of contracts and things of that nature. And this could be a great learning experience for the farmer guy if he decides to get more into this. But the cool thing is that if we write this all out in the most basic common, if they tamper with it again, she would be on rights to not only get their property, but claim their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue on. I'm gonna try striking up a
I would
deal
also
with
like
her.
to roll insight to see if this magical woman is fucking Fae.
Mhm.
You can try. Are you
Cool.
going
What do you
to
want me to
send?
roll?
Are you
Arcana
going-
or insight?
roll me Arcana and Insight. Because you're trying to gauge the magic she's using, what that might, have a telltale on. Being 24.
I am a being of legal works.
Oh my. You don't
It's a fucking
sense... What?
It's a fucking fae.
She
That's
isn't Fae.
fucking fae.
She's not Fae.
Okay. Just had to get that out of my system.
She is... As you're reading into the magics that is still faint in both the contract, and she's using to create this bubble of discretion. There is nothing that would suggest she's anything other but arcanist and illusionist, maybe even.
But that's what fae specialize in.
Yeah, but so does people
Where did Nero go?
Hmm?
We lost Nero.
Did we?
He's not in the VC anymore.
Huh? He shouldn't leave for at least a while yet.
I don't know. I'm gonna poke him and see what's going on. Please carry on, dear.
She is as human as they come. Though you can see that she is not full-blooded Imperial. Given some features and skin color that would maybe suggest she's of the South Colony, heritage-wise. Also from the style of clothing she's wearing.
Oh no. There's one thing more crueler in contracts than devils and fae. Fucking Jinn.
Eh?
Genies.
That is saying something.
Yeah, considering that I love playing Genasi. Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
So here's the cup of milk, here's the... Ah, I can see you've done the works.
I will likely need your anti-tampering abilities and the like in here. But I have a query.
Yes.
What is your other half? Okay, so we'll look up through her eyebrows at her. For those of you who are not familiar with this phrase, it's the Kubrick stare. It's looking up, just under the eyebrows.
Well, my father was Imperial soldier, served in a colony down south. My mother, a local woman. They married.
Welcome back.
They returned here, and, well, they had me.
What specific Southern Cody, if I may ask?
Hmm?
What specific Southern Cody, if I may ask?
There is only one southern colony.
This is a bait. Out of character, this is obviously a bait. She wants a specific location for a very good reason. And anyone who's not familiar with how the Imperials draw their maps will fall for this trap and make it think it's a goddamn other tribe and some shit. That's why she phrased it specifically that way.
Marco?
Merdonalis, you mean?
Yes.
Yes, my mother is from there. Is there a problem with that? You see her
No.
eyes get a slight shin to them. Has her arms crossed over.
No.
Both me and my father has proven our loyalty to the Empire, and I dare not.
I care very little about whether or not you have loyalty to the Empire. Your efforts here alone to try to protect a certain individual have proven that more than enough. What I'm trying to deduce is what the other aspect of your coin is. Because there are very few beings half as shrewd as I when it comes to contracts. I see no horns. I see no glimmers. So I'm suspicious. Because I've heard whispers of that which lives in the south. So I cannot help but wonder, especially with you bristling like that.
Well, you don't always choose your parentage now, do you?
No.
No, my mother is, or was, really, of the Air Tribe, as they are called down south.
Sentence of the wind, I see.
Not to fully what they would call a, what is it they call it, a genasi? But related enough to it enhances the bloodline. With certainty.
It's not as horrifying as I was afraid it would be.
No.
Thank you for stomaching my very prodding questions.
It is fine, my dear. We all need to be open to make sure we can trust everything, especially with a little cabal going on.
Good God. Let us see. This should be fine. The anti-tampering should be alright. I would humbly propose that your very clever magics of doing the auto tally as far as what you have officially collected is labeled and written out as clearly panic setting, and we are hoping to try to remedy that, aren't we, Luna?
Indeed.
Fine, I will make sure the auto tallies openly this time, and that it will be tamper-proof even further this time. She will take the paper, she will take a breath in, she will blow on the paper, and then she will kiss the top of it, and you will see it starts to glow. There, tamper-proof, and marked by me.
I would like to learn that.
Sorry, it's something that comes with my bloodlines, unless you wish to, well...
I will not say what the fanatics would say. But if this is not a magic that can be learned, I understand. After all,
Maybe if you
I can't
have,
grow gills.
well, maybe if you have Tenasi blood in your veins very far out, you might be able to. At least
As far as I'm aware, my family line has consisted of nothing more than tears, blood, and sarcasm for the Empire. So,
a full blood, it would seem. Fair enough.
Hmm.
A good Imperial stock. You will see her cringe, like if you know, a pained smile at that comment.
I would prefer you not look at me like I'm free to horse. It's bad enough I had to grow up with those glares.
No,
And
no, 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 no. It
trust me,
was...
I would rather have something far more storied than boring.
I'm sure you have a fine family tree. It's not you who has to embrace the mysticism of the self now, do you?
I'm quite not familiar with the southern things. I marvel at their textiles and relish in their songs and other things that I have had brought around me. That's pretty much it.
Oh, and I can see you also love her spices, it would seem.
Nothing quite settles their nerves like good cinnamon.
You should try our jasmine, though. It's to die for. She says, and cackles a little bit innocently at that.
Cackles innocently? That sounds like an oxymoron waiting to happen. Eh. It'll
I can
be
easily prep that for you guys.
Jasmine tea sounds amazing. Jasmine wine? I don't even know how that would work.
Oh, you
The
use
buns are
this...
so small.
That is true. It is quite difficult to get any of it. But believe me, I do have a small bottle, if you wish to taste.
I think I've taken enough of your hospitality,
No,
my
no, no, no,
lady.
no, no. This is a gift I'm giving you the chance to drink from.
I beseech you. It will be quite all right. After all, I have yet to break my fast, and it would be indulgent and rude otherwise.
And here I am as a good host offering you a drink so rare that people have literally killed for it. And died for it.
Then let me indulge in such a rarity on a day worthy of celebration.
That's why I
What a
wish to
day.
give you a small
Test my
bottle of
nerves.
it.
Please. I can only refuse respectfully so many times.
And you should know it is rude to deny a guest of a host their opportunity to give a farewell present to a lovely guest.
I gave my counter-proposal of breakfast.
Fine. But your stay here is already paid for by favor and coin from others other than you.
And here I thought I was tipping accordingly.
Oh, you are tipping, but rooms have been paid for, food for the next week has been paid for, so there's a free menu above food and drink for you.
Also, feel free to go to Mando for your tribute.
Ah, yes.
We should see about collecting him. Probably bring the poor man a meal.
He wants nuts, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, sadly, we hadn't been given any supplies from the harbor for the last couple of days. You wouldn't know any of that, would you?
Unfortunately, I have my suspicions as to why that might be the case.
Hmm?
Well, it is sadly that I am awaiting a grand shipment of both food stock, drink, and other things that needs to be transported up from the big harbor.
I don't know if Luna would be able to grasp this amount of insight, but I'm going to make a sleight of hand check to unapologetically rib her politely. So that way she could be like, ah, yes, an opportunity to make up for the things. Yes.
Mhm.
There you go. Just a gentle rub. There you go.
I don't know what to offer her.
She needs resupplies.
Oh, I see. Do you know where we could get resupplies?
She has a paid shipment at the harbor.
So I've just gotta go grab it for her?
Possibly.
Just let her know that I'm gonna grab it.
So, above board, I'm under the impression that this stock is in the Portus where they were at.
Magnum.
That it would be a very bad idea.
Awesome.
Yeah, Portus Magnum. For them to go to. Very bad idea for them to go to. Because again, Legionnaires and bullshit and ransackings.
Mhm.
So, that ship is likely stuck there. However, if the river is sufficient enough for that boat to come upward, that would be great. If we couldn't do that, then the only way to extract such goods would be likely smuggling them out of the freaking city and onto ground transport to be brought up here. Which
Or
again
on a
is going to be
barge.
really risky. Yeah, or on a barge. Which would be another water option if the boat couldn't fit in the river.
Or we can talk to our friend to see if we could smuggle some supplies.
Which friend are you referring to? Vickle?
No, I was referring to, the guy we were talking about with the debt.
The miller.
Well,
He was a
The
smuggler.
miller. Yes.
So perhaps that is something that you can mention to him that he could offer to her that he could try to do because he would have technically an easier time trying to get that done. And since he would likely have the proper documentation to seize the rightful property of this woman,
Mm-hmm.
that would work out really well for him because he's not a high target, last I checked.
And it
So there you
worked
go.
out for everybody.
Yeah.
I give the demand, he gives the supplies, and there we go.
Just make sure to bring a whole bunch of nuts for Mando.
Mando, Amalfi, I can see you're holding something that is for me.
Yes. Have you all discussed?
Yes, we have come to an accord, and I will be taking a first payment now.
I proceed to extend it to her with a slight glare to make sure this is not a falter.
As you reach out with the coffin, she snaps a finger and the coffin disappears from your hands. Together with its contents. There you go.
An old coffin? That's fucking sick.
Coffer, not coffin.
Oh, my goth got activated. Damn.
I don't blame you. I heard coffin too. I'm questioning where I was holding the coffin.
That's so cool. Gonna Wolfgang that.
God damn it. You're welcome to go in and enjoy yourselves. Your stay. Everything has been taken care for. I just need to go up and do some things. I'll be right back.
I'm going to ask a really fucked question. Did we ever get this woman's name?
No.
Fuck.
No one has ever asked.
Need to get this woman's name again. Shit.
There we go. Can I borrow the contract really quick? I want to update with the money I have received.
Oh, I was under the impression it was in your person.
No,
Sorry,
you
on
were
your
going
person.
to deliver the contract.
Also, we can also get your supplies
No.
with the current person you've been talking about.
Really? That would not delete his debt. For that matter, because he still owes that, and this is a separate matter. But I could pay him for, yes. Which would then again just pay back to me. Unless he spent some of the money, of course, because I believe this amount he just gave me in tribute for it all would mean that he quite literally has taken every last little coin he has been saving up for to pay me off. Or attempt to. Which kind of have left him kind of destitute, so sure. Why not? I can be fair and generous when I want to.
Perfect.
But
So
you
terribly
will...
sorry. I regret to inform you. I know that you marked it with your lip. I didn't write your name. Is it possible for you to jot that in for me, please?
To ask someone for a name is a very forward thing to do now, isn't it, Keisha? Hortensia?
It's for the contract.
You see her walking over, manifesting a pen in her hand, and you see her scribble something down at the where you normally the one who holds the contract, i.e. the one who is getting paid, signs it. She scribbles something down. Do you want to try and decode it?
Yep, because if it's not her legal name, then I have to draw another fucking contract. I'm gonna start charging for this notary bullshit.
Oh, believe me, you doing this small favor for me means that I will make sure that you get upgraded with your stay here. As long as you keep yourself in good favors with me, it means a great hostess awaits you.
What do I have to roll to try to read this nice lady's name?
Roll me
I heard investigation.
roll me an investigation.
Well, I don't know why that's defaulting into private, but I will fix it.
$13. And a 10. Nero, you will not be able to read it. It is chicken scratch for you.
Out of
Don't make
res-
me use the BC20.
Out of
Don't make
res-
me use the BC20.
out of respect, I probably shouldn't.
For you, Keisha, with a 13, the scripture is a little bit different than what you're used to. as it
How-
is having some it's more of like a combination of Imperial but also another language.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell me the name.
You can crack it a little bit because the name itself is. It's because it's like the name is the first name is Imperial. The rest of it is like gibberish for you, as it's written in another language. And it says Jasmine.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna roll this so discreetly. Well, now I know why she was offended. Shit.
Do you want to try and decode the other part of the language?
Sure, I'm cheeky.
Okay. Roll
Would you like
me.
me along?
Roll me investigation and arcana.
All right. Boop. And boop. No. Magic-wise, little fuzzy. Everything else, okay.
The southern desert rose. You managed to crack it as.
That does sound like a wine brand. My God. There's that internal dialogue. Just that sounds like a freaking wine brand.
That's her title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can see you have studied my name. Anything you fancy, she says as she picks up a date and chews down on it.
Not familiar with that title, but that is a lovely name, and I, again, apologize for my willingness to imbibe in too much delicious alcohol. So,
It is
That's
fine,
that.
I but jest with you. But still, it is quite a rare wine.
perhaps when I find a more suitable occasion, I will be most happy to seek it from you. I say this politely. Please do not take it as a flirtation. Good God, internalized gay panic.
Well, if you do not wish to partake in the wine, I can at least offer you some tea here, with lunch approaching. No?
That I cannot refuse. All right. So Mando and all them got that. Got the contract. Tell the smuggler about the job. Hopefully he has a map or something of that nature so that we can get that accordingly.
Also, that
Whew.
boy you're transporting, he seems a delight.
He has a good head on his shoulders.
Almost wants me to collect him for being such a fine piece.
Mm.
I have decorum, you fuck. I have decorum. I can hide behind this newspaper. This is fine.
She stays away, giving her extra throw with the hip as she walks away.
Mm-hmm.
and you couldn't, and you get flustered for him, but not for me. After you carried me like a brute. Mm.
I carried you like a handbag because you were being a cheek.
Was I?
Leans in
She does.
painfully close to the point where you can begin to smell the hint of clove in her hair. Yes.
Where'd the
Your hair
murderous
smells nice.
tank come from?
I wanna what now?
The murderous intent came from Casey and trying to make a point to Nero, who's making a joke out of this interaction of seeing her boss flustered at the mention of her boy toy.
Does Casey have a crush on that one boy?
I am not going to be here for this conversation. My services are no longer needed here. Please have a time with your milk. I am unapologetically stealing these other goblets of wine for my own pleasure. Thank you.
No,
She's unapologetically taking that goddamn tray. Going the frick over here.
So wait, does Casey have a crush on him?
I don't know what you're on about, you fucking liar. There, get up.
Nero?
Get a wine. Good work.
Nero looks to
You get a
Luna
wine.
and
Good
just
work.
shrug emote, shrug thing. Just I was just making a joke out of it.
I gotta quickly do an insight on that if that's alright.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well,
Just
yeah.
roll my deception as best I can.
Oh, that's a roll. Yeah. Alright, I'll roll insight on Cassia. And then I'll roll deception because I'm trying to hide the fact that I actually do think that. Dang it!
Bruh.
Dang it! Yeah, no, it's painfully clear. Nero believes this. Nero's already like planned their marriage, their wedding.
Going to kill
She may even have binders.
Also, welcome aboard, Soviet.
That's beautiful.
My alarm didn't go off.
It's fair enough. But
What happened?
I'm teaching this child how to gamble.
Yes, teach the child.
Specifically, how to cheat people out of their money by gambling.
Exactly. What language to use? Bait them.
As far as I know, they only understand common. Unless they are familiar with speaking Draconic.
Oh, wait. I would like to have a counter argument that technically my charisma check would be at advantage because they can't see my face. Ha.
but I can hear your voice.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Indeed.
talking, I was walking away!
Body language also counts.
Yes, it does. That's why I did my one little quip of I would like to argue this. Denied. Okay, well. His Scarflaw, fuck you. Here's some wine.
Casey sits back down with Gaius, Barutus, and Jasmine hovering by, giving smile pleasantries, making sure everybody's cup is full, being a gracious host.
Nero would take this opportunity to ask when she comes around to Nero's side, "What's goat's milk? Can I have goat's milk? What is that?"
Oh my.
Oh no, it's back.
Milk.
It's back. What do you mean?
Hey, you want to try different types of milk? Sure, just don't drink too much, it's not good for your stomach.
Okay. Put them in shot glasses, please.
Oh my god.
You want to
It's
try
like
the
a-
different variants? I can make sure you have one of each, and you can see what suits you best.
Oh, please, that would be so delightful. Thank you so much. And I was just gonna be drinking milk in the corner, be like,
A servant girl walks over with like these really small glasses or really small cups, really, that is like filled to the brim with milk, and sets them on this smaller table where Nero is now holding out at.
Nero gives this little girl like 1 gold piece.
You give the server who brings it to you a gold piece.
Yes.
She looks at you, looks at the coin, stuff it into her top, between her bosoms before walking off.
And then Nero drinks her.
Now, little one, don't spoil my girls too much. They might think you more value than you are.
Maybe I am. But shoot, text. Once she's gone, Nero opens her pocket. And she's like, I gotta really be careful with this. Still got my money though.
Hello, Nero. I noticed you by yourself over here, so I'm gonna sit with you.
Okay, please. By all means.
Luna, before you walked away, I had something I would like to discuss. With all the group. But you can still hear me out there.
Nero, get your butt over here, please.
She takes the platter of milk with her.
Casey, you're required.
She's busy talking with the
Oh.
boy. Let her.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, she is.
I'm so sorry. I have to do this. I have to. Yeah.
I didn't think
Yeah, you can easily hear them laugh and at the comment that she made that you were busy educating the boy.
Yes.
What would I?
Here.
Can't speak anymore.
I actually do kind of want to be a cheek and do that one moment. It's like I hear it, I stride over, I want to see if I was startled. Nope, I am very hard.
Oh my goodness, the
I
crack.
can feel this. That bullshit. All right.
Casey, welcome. She's not here so definitely.
Hi, Casey.
Oh god, you actually rolled a crit one too. So you bear nuts to actually listen to hear Casey. Oh god.
So Casey hears it. Casey is not quite as she
As a
slightly and
certain.
discreetly goes there. Her intention was to pull a Batman behind Jasmine. Didn't happen. What happened was there was that godforsaken floorboard as she strode to be at the head of the table. Mm-hmm.
When is that? When is that floorboard gonna be fixed?
Never. This is written.
Well,
So this is called horse milk?
Yes. A specialty from the barbarians to the east. It would seem.
I'm too scared to ask how did they get the milk?
You milk.
If you
Oh,
believe, if you believe the rumors of merchants, it's because they have a very interesting practice in raising horses.
Mm.
Okay.
They
call
are
this
not
over
treated
for-
as property. They are treated the same that you would treat a family member.
Okay.
I see. A well-knowledged little friend.
You passively pick up a lot of information working at a way station.
She does the glass swirling thing, gives it a quick sniff, then takes a
It has
sip.
like this under-smell of horse still to it, but it also have the smell of milk.
Isn't that shit also fermented as fuck?
Yes.
Well, it depends if they're doing the beverage correctly or if they're doing the beverage fresh.
He asked for fresh, not fermented milk.
So
asked for
that
more.
would be fresh, more velvety, a lot less fermented. You're gonna feel God.
Someone is gonna need to get that one a bin so they can vomit into it.
Nope, I can handle it.
Make that
Please.
con save then.
Please get a bucket.
All right, con save. We're doing this. All right, where's the save? There's the save. Con.
I'm just gonna quickly put a bucket.
Also,
you can
the
actually
slave
handle
girl
it.
kicks over a bucket that like slides perfectly over the floor to beside Nero as he starts
Oh,
chucking.
shit.
Nero,
They can
Nero
actually
does-
handle it. He wasn't talking. They weren't talking out of their ass.
For now.
Nero does the drinks it in one shot, puts down the glass. Man, that's strong.
You were saying.
Well, I
wasn't-
expect you to deliver the message today.
You want the message delivered today? Yeah, we can handle that.
Good. Before nightfall, so you would maybe, after a light lunch, get going. After all,
Okay.
time is of the essence, is it not?
You do have a point.
We can deliver the new documentation to him.
See to that is done, and that he re-signs it, so it's binding. And that it
Got
know
it.
that I'm doing this out of my good graces.
Good graces got it.
Now, where was that? Ah, there he is.
Did you eat that whole thing of chestnuts already?
I do need more. That is something I do need.
Mando, you gotta try this shit out. This is the hard stuff. This is the hard stuff they were talking about. Forget alcohol. This stuff is the real deal.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Actually, I'm quite smart.
Smart is one word for it.
Yeah, he's teaching me how to cheat in games.
Exactly.
Now,
Everyone knows.
remember, the proper term is how to hustle at games. Cheating implies unlawfulness. Hustling is just sportsmanlike conduct.
Cassia!
Why are you calling it hustling?
I am simply teaching them the most efficient way to make money using a deck of cards.
Exactly.
Wait, are you saying that every day you hustling?
No.
Every day I'm hustling.
I hit
Every
him
day
with
I'm
the anvil.
hustling.
All I heard was I heard him, and I didn't hear no fucking roll.
No, I said I hit him with the anvil.
So attack and dodge.
Ah, I'm so glad I got that.
Are you
I
trying
can-
to give him brain damage?
How can he damage
He already-
something? How can he give him something he already has?
I give
Are
him
you
more.
trying to make it
You
work?
almost said, "How could you damage something that wasn't there?" And I was about to be very proud of you.
Rude.
Like,
Rude.
they're having trouble. You don't need to hit them with the anvil already.
Was the horse milk not enough punishment, gods?
Probably
Horse
not.
milk?
Yeah.
You know what, Mando? Try to outdrink him with milk. See what happens. We're
What?
gonna have a drink off.
Casey's just
Drink
watching
off.
this chaos unfold at the table.
I
Come
feel
on,
like it is
Mando.
a valuable life skill for the young lady to know. She is quite capable in a variety of things, and this way she can legally make money. Whether or not they are, how do I put this delicately, too blind to see her antics, that's unfortunately on them.
Think about it, Mando.
Oh,
you
I
have,
already
you
won a
have a
few
strong
games.
constitution.
Oh, very good.
What'd you say?
I said you have a strong constitution. Why don't you try to up the one over there, Nero?
Fine.
Child is gonna go rob people.
Let's see what you have.
Is anyone keeping an eye on the child so they don't do anything stupid?
Oh, it's not stupid. I actually do want to see this happen. Yes.
Oh no.
What is
Oh
happening?
no, is the child going to try and gamble against people now?
Oh, no.
Well, congratulations. I taught them whatever the setting equivalent of blackjack is, which is the easiest game to swindle people with.
It is. Well, in my opinion, anyway.
I'm not sure the mother will be too happy about that.
It's a bit
It
of
would
fun.
be called a game of the Black Prince.
One moment. I need to take a moment here off to the side. I'll be back. So I can laugh.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put this in space stuff. Just
Please
gonna
put that in.
put honest
Can you-
responses like stuff.
The honest response to what you just said, could that be quoted, please?
I would like to point out we are live streaming, so yes, it will be probably clipped and or also quoted for it.
I don't know. What
That's a
you're
damn
talking
shame. Nero has to leave. No.
No. She actually gets to roll.
about. They grow up so fast.
Yeah, they do.
Da-dee-dee-da-da-da-do. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Come to the mountain.
You know, the part that makes me kind of laugh on the inside is that upon hearing past say the Black Prince, my brain's like,
Yeah,
"The man
same.
formerly known as Prince is black. What do you want about?" So what do you mean?
No. Because the Jack is actually the wrong
Yeah.
name for the card. It's actually normally you had the King. Jack would either be counted as the Prince card or the Knight card. It would usually be.
Actually, he's a black king.
Oh my god.
So
I swear to God, I'm gonna.
originally, it was the king, the queen, the knave, and then the number cards. Knave got replaced with prince around
Or Knight.
around the early Renaissance period, and then after the Renaissance, it became the jack to represent the tradesman.
Anyways,
Sorry.
Mhm.
I'm just excited for exploring, so that's why I'm a little rushy. Sorry.
As you guys look over at the table, you hear people start shouting as you see her raking in fat stacks of coin.
Nowhere to pull out, nowhere to pull out, nowhere to pull out.
When the fuck did y'all teach her that?
Points to the cobalt.
It's not that difficult. It's really just a numbers game. And when you manipulate the numbers, you're more likely to win.
You see her walking away, like carrying not a tray, but more of like a hollow. What would that be?
A bowl.
Not a bowl because it's like a tray, but it has like an indenture, like a bowl.
Yeah, that would just be a
Yeah.
serving. That would just be a serving bowl.
A serving
Yeah,
bowl.
it would, or a serving basket if you prefer, if it's woven. But yeah, it's
Correct.
typical.
It's made out of brass, so it would be a serving bowl
Bowl
Yeah, serving bowl. You're good.
filled with coins.
filled with coins.
What denomination of coins? How
Uh,
fucked are we?
She got gold and silver 'cause she's not a little bitch. What?
Like first you see like 15 gold coins on the top. Then it's like just silver, and then you can see a few coins at the bottom that's like a mixture of copper and bronze coins.
I've created a problem.
Yes, you
Yeah.
have.
I can't wait till Amalthea hears about this.
She walks over and takes a fistful out of different coins and hands it to the kobold. You're cut.
Oh, look at
Uh,
that. He
how
even
many
taught her proper
coins?
etiquette in business.
How many
Yes.
coins do I need to add to my inventory?
You get of 100 copper, 200 and 200 silver. She didn't give you any of the gold. Because
That little rat, you have learned well already.
Look what y'all done. Y'all made a monster.
and then
I
she
have
starts
not made a
counting the
monster.
coins.
I have made...
As you make these high stacks of copper, bronze, silver, and the few gold coins she also won. You can see a small brawl actually breaks out down by the gambling table.
Alright. First things first, young one. You are going to want to not count your money where others can see you count your money. Do you have a pouch or something of that nature where you can conceal your hard-earned winnings?
She like points at the. It's basically a serving trough. I would rather call it, because there's like hundreds of coins in it, and she's not even started really to rack up the amount of coins she won.
Oh, I don't know how to express this to you, but in common English, calling it a trough would be frowned upon because troughs are what we feed livestock in.
Yeah. But the serving bowl, then, or tray. A tray would like a.
Tray would work. Tray
Yeah.
is perfectly fine. Serving basket or serving bowl also works perfectly fine.
The
and
serving
isn't seen
tray
as,
Is like. Is still like full of coin, and she's only like stacked a few silver and gold coins on the table right now. She's just like, what? Okay, I can do. Do I look like I have pouches that's big enough to carry this amount around? It's hard enough to me to carry the tray itself.
Well, yes.
Hold
that's
on, let me
reasonable.
check. Let me check my bag. DM, I'd like to make a percentile check to see if I have a burlap bag in my bag of holding.
I'm rolling.
It's like a small bag you'd use to carry a day's worth of rice.
That is actually a really well roll. You mean cereal? It wasn't just rice. It was a mixture of cereal or.
Right.
Yes, you have. In your pack, you have several empty bags because why wouldn't you? You use them to fill up either with ore, charcoal, or coal for when you're doing your little smithing projects on the go. You have.
He's gonna inspect the bag first. Can anybody press the digitation the inside so that the coin isn't filthy? The outside is fine for being subtle.
Unfortunately, I don't think I can. The one individual I know that for certain had it is sadly lost to the great library of muscular women.
Bro
Oh,
is
well.
locked away in the infinite
He's,
corridors.
He's going to put the bag on the edge of the, loop it over one of the edges of the serving tray and then tip it to where all of the coin slides into the bag.
Besides,
And
a little
tie it
fill for the
off.
money is kind of good. That way it doesn't appear to be, bad or counterfeit.
She would like take a single silver coin and like flip it over to Virgil. For the sack.
Again. Yeah, no, he'll pour the coins into the pouch, sweep the ones on the table into the pouch, and then tie it off.
Hey, that's mine.
He's handing it back. He's just tying it off so that the coins don't spill out.
She puts her hand down in one of her pockets, pull out a single silver piece, and like slides it over to him for the sack.
Hold on.
The compulsion.
Mm-mm.
Don't eat it. Don't eat it.
No. Cassia, you see him scrunch his snout as he is trying not to erupt in laughter. Apparently something that was funny to him was said.
What was it?
Mm-mm.
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 All right. He shakes his head, points to child. He is not going to say it here.
That's perfectly fine. You tell me another time then. But do be mindful when practicing that skill. It is usually good to do so sparingly, much like a fine sauce. When does
And
it need
don't
to
do
drown
it.
the salad?
And don't do it in multiple towns in a row. Otherwise, that's how you get people following you.
Or caught. Only amateurs get caught.
Lilith is gonna fucking kill me.
Malthea is happy that her child is a skilled Renaissance woman of sportsmanlike conduct and great humor. Surely.
You see
Run.
several town guards storm in and breaks up the fight as people are being pulled away in chains for starting a brawl inside a, well, reputable establishment.
God's
Yeah, perhaps perhaps that's the only time we do it in this city.
Well, as soon as you lot are done with your meal, we can go drop off what we need to and get going. I fear our time with this lovely goblet is empty. Well, growing, surely so. Speed run. Nom nom nom. Scoop up. Get in the carriage. Let's go. Right.
When did this turn into a road trip?
Sets now.
Well, it became a road trip ever since we started working on the road for our lives, because I don't have a safe house here.
You had
So
one.
I have to find another one.
But don't move, don't move. I'm transporting you off to the second map.
What is that erratic movement, Mando?
Don't test it. I got the dance moves.
I can't make the joke. The disease wasn't discovered yet.
Is it called the clap?
No.
Are we talking about Kuru?
Also no.
Damn.
You are there. Wait, what is going on here?
Hi.
This is where you're staying at. And this over here is where you're supposed to go at. By the blue circle.
There's this pink wiggly line
That
that I
was
would like
me.
to kill.
Give me a second, I'll remove it.
Thank you. Oh,
I'm over here like, so it's scribbled on the map. It's so untidy. This is fine.
So who wants to sing a song while we wait? 100
So
years on
this,
the wall, 100 years on the wall. Just spin around, turn around. There's 79 years on the wall.
looks like it would be
You can
Ah.
move the pocket token.
Nyam. 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 Nyam.
As
Those
you
of you who don't realize, I'm actually doing the Google mapping. Well, again. How are you? Going to wait here? I'll wait.
what?
Hmm.
We're going to the thing, Bob. I'm just
yeah.
doing the Google Map stuff where I'm like, I'm following the path. Ooh.
Right.
Because there's not a road to get down there from this way. So you
No.
have to literally all go to the main artery. Yeah. Ooh. Pretty.
Very much so.
That looks great.
I want to touch it.
Cause every time I touch, I have this feeling.
Every time we touch.
Why is this one moving?
Because we are on a live map where it's animated. Many thanks to
You were here-
our...
chickens.
You saw this last time, Knight. Why are you surprised?
Last time I was half dead. I don't want to hear it.
Fair enough.
You get to hear it now, boy. But you arrive at Duncan's Mill.
Duncan, hey!
You see him still sitting. He's moved to basically sit on on a small barrel, hands on face covering them, and you just hear him like, "I'm ruined. I'm financially ruined. What am I supposed to do now?"
That seems to be the problem. Also, where's my token?
It's over. Your guys aren't here.
You guys
Please
didn't put your
provide the additional tokens.
Ah!
God damn it. I have to clip that now.
Summon him in the world.
That seems
Anyways,
to be the problem.
Duncan, hey, so
What are you here for? Haven't you ruined enough?
I
Putting me in so much debt, and I still paid a good chunk of it, but I'm going to be financially ruined.
well, here's the thing. Is that you could be less financially ruined if you help us.
Really? Really? How
Yes.
am I supposed to pay not only that bitch? How are you going to pay me a substantial enough money for getting that covered? You don't seem like super rich people either.
Well, it's
I
by doing
beg
some
your
good.
humblest pardon.
Kezia, one moment, please. It's you know, you have the business of smuggling, right? And we need to get supplies for her. And that will help pay your debt.
Supplies.
Correct.
What kind of supplies? Give me a list and I'll see what I can do.
Did she give us a list at all?
No, she just said that she needed basically a bit of everything, as her stocks are starting to get a little bit empty.
Okay, she'll quickly write it down because she worked there, so she's writing down a bit of everything and gives the list to him.
How am I supposed to get my hands on saffron? What is saffron? That's something you eat?
Yeah.
The merchants go crazy for it. Apparently, it's worth a lot.
It's also a medicine, a very potent medicine.
And she serves it with... You know what? No, this is a rich people thing. No, I'm not going to question it. I can get that easily. I can make that myself. I would need to talk with some of the local orchards for that, but I could maybe both legit and Virgil, you pick up the Virgil,
He
you
attempts
try
to
to
pick up this chicken.
It's
It does
not a
not go well for him.
It's a cog. You're
Oh.
trying to pick up. It starts scratching and pecking at you.
Ow. Why is there just a random cockerel not in the pen?
Because they can
Do you
jump
not-
out. They have open pens.
Have you not heard of free wandering chickens?
Okay, so
You-
it's free
you have
range
a coop.
chickens.
Free
Also,
range, thank you.
to tell you this as kindly as possible for someone who's got too much background in this crap IRL, you want the chickens to wander during the day because they keep the pests and bugs down. And then at night, you scoop them all up in the coop, guard them. That's it.
Mhm.
Easy peasy.
Mm.
Because most of what actually hunts chickens is only out at night, not during the daytime.
Well, you say that, but hawks exist.
I could explain more
Yep.
once we're upstream of why I can't do that in my area.
Fair enough.
Please,
But you take 4 damage as it pecks at you and scratches you.
Leave the chickens alone.
It runs off for a bit before, like, squawking at you defiantly, raising its feather crown up.
Oh, so
It's
he
called
wants
a-
to
it's
fight.
called a
Is
comb.
that it?
It's called a comb, my friend.
Comb?
Yes.
Look, I never said Michael was very wise. He will swear a blood grudge against this fucking cockerel.
You serious?
I call a blood
It's
feud
deadly
against
serious.
I call a blood feud against the chicken and its entire family tree.
That's going in the book of grudges.
How dwarvish of you.
Huh? But why are you here again? Because sure, I can get some of these things, sure, but some of them, I will have a tough time getting my hands on, even both legit and, well, you know, through my contacts.
Yes, also, Cassia, you have the documents, please.
You see her, she starts wandering off, looking at the different gardens and
One moment.
farm
I would
fields.
say,
Casey!
Fuck you. I have no fuck
You see,
Cassia!
you. The fuck you do.
Cassia.
You have the documents.
Meh.
Casey,
That's
as you
great.
walk around and take a look, you can see the winter barley is starting to sprout out from the ground. You see different things that were planted during winter it's also starting to bloom up nicely all over the place. Everything seems fresh, gentle here. Give me a second here as I will show the... Where is it?
Would be scenes or scene images. Also, for your sanity's sake. Oh, look at that. Close the gate. There you go. Not pretty? Look at that. Pumpkins.
As
Wonderful
you
pumpkins.
see and can hear the cattle from the nearby pens, you can hear the rattling of wagons being pulled to and from not only this mill, but the nearby small hamlets and villas, either with hay or grain being transported around. And a few carts of vegetables too.
Mhm.
It feels surreal how peaceful it is.
There I am enjoying the quiet and I'm being ransacked by a child. Great.
For a moment, you might get the feeling, is this truly what Elysium would feel like as you walk? I guess you take a walk in one of the fields where you can feel the budding winter barley.
Yeah,
strike
there's
on
a reason
coast.
why she rolled stealth is because the lot were busy talking and it's just like, I'm gonna inspect the grains. I don't need to be here.
Forgets that she's holding all the paperwork that needs to be delivered and signed.
It's in the map case. This is fine. Documents are safe and sound.
Yeah, but
Also,
you're...
Pass, you're gonna want to turn off the picture.
Right.
It's super pretty.
Yeah, but I want to show it a little bit more. Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't think she's hiding. She's just wondering about.
Oh.
Casey,
Mm-hmm.
you have all the paperwork.
Mm-hmm. And
He's-
yet I wasn't the one running the meeting. Funny that.
I just did it because he knows me.
Uh-huh. Which means, technically, you should have been holding on to the paperwork. We'll pop open her map case casually and carefully and sagely hand over the sealed contract. Make
Do I
sure he
just-
pops it and signs it. You're fine.
Okay.
It's just wrapped up in protective coverings to ensure that wherever he stores it, it will be sound.
Got it.
She'll cap the map case, stow it away, and continue wandering around the fields because pretty.
You get a feeling that this was what Elysium feels like.
Chips on you.
Hello.
Persephone's not
I-
here.
I caught up with my companion. Here's the paperworks.
What paperwork? What are you talking about?
Well, you see, we fixed your contract
Fixed
with
my-
her.
You told
So
me
you
there
could
was
keep-
a hidden fee in it, and I owed a substantial amount of money, and I just paid up all I had, and you're saying there's more to it?
I really tried helping you, but this was the best I could do.
I swear to God, if people keep walking around like that, I'm gonna pause the map.
Well, I'm
But
actively wandering, so
either you could sign this or have your property seized from you. So I'm sorry.
Fine.
I really
guess.
tried.
You see him taking the paper, reads it over, looks at the number, signs it, and almost instantaneously, as he signs it, you see that it activates and the tally goes down by 50k.
Yay.
Huh? Why did the number go
It-
down?
Because you paid that amount with the tribute you gave.
My God, only 4 more payments then, if I'm lucky. Or maybe more, if I want to.
Just a
Same.
double check here. Was it monthly or weekly on the thing?
Monthly payment.
Okay.
The debt that he didn't know he owed was weekly.
Ah.
But she has annulled that part of the debt. Mostly.
there's mostly I redrew that damn thing to the letter of how she wanted it. Monthly, solid payments. Stop panicking with children.
I was just double checking.
Oh, I must better get back to work then. And thank you.
I'm
I have
I
no
said,
coin to pay you for this, but thank you.
you don't need to pay me anything. I'm just sorry I couldn't do more for you.
If it means I have to work the rest of my life off to get this debt off so my children don't take it, that's better than nothing, I can only assume.
Mm-hmm. Well, may the winds be in your favor.
Also, I was trying to inspect the windmill to see if it needed anything fixed.
No!
Do you want to inspect it?
Luna, this is his job, is fixing things. Yes, he would
Yeah.
actually like to inspect the windmill
Ask the
mechanism to
miller.
make sure it's working.
Ask the miller then.
Anything wrong with the windmill?
He like looks. Ah, a talking lizard.
I'm used to that.
Wait. He like go down in a squat in front of him. Wait, that's odd. I never seen one of your kind before.
They're not very common.
But you asked about the mill if anything is wrong with it. Well, it's been running in the family for a couple of generations, and I've tried to keep up with some of the work that needs to be done, but I'm not either a skilled miller, not a skilled carpenter nor mason. So some of the restoration work I've done might be a little subpar, but I've always done what I can do. If you like to take a look around, you're welcome to. I sadly just can't pay you yet.
Little does this weird farmer know, this kobold is going to attempt to fix this mill, and he's never going to see him again. I'd like to inspect the mechanism of this mill.
Roll me an investigation with advantage. As you can quite literally climb into the mechanism of it, and because of your smaller stature, not get stuck in it. As you can see that it's churning out flour still.
God damn it.
Check on what Casey is doing. Mando, if anything goes wrong, please just stop it.
Well, it rolled a 5 and a 6.
Oof. Oof. Ooh.
You have inspiration.
Do I?
Do we? Does he have an inspiration?
I'm asking.
He should. He did an intro once.
Yeah, but
I think I used that already.
Didn't he use it already?
No.
Pretty sure I did.
I'm looking through features. I don't see anything there. There's nothing on the attribute list.
Technically, there is a artificer feature that would help me here. However, I don't have it yet because I don't have the
level.
Yeah, I don't have the ability that lets me add my intelligence modifier to any roll yet.
Investigation
have
is
right
already
tools for the
intelligence, so are you talking
Yeah,
about doubling?
it's a separate.
Oh,
it's a
it's
separate
right.
feature.
Right. It makes you basically with what already runs on
Flash of
intelligence
Genius.
double it.
That's yeah. Level 7, I get Flash of Genius, which allows me to add my intelligence modifier to anyone's roll, including my own, as a reaction.
Some
But
of it,
again,
with a 9, it looks to be in fine working order with the mechanism itself. It's more, it might at some point in the future need a new milling stone, but that's really it. Like the milling stones are carved to last. Though they do sometimes need a little bit of re-chiseling done to make them keep up efficiency of grinding the cereals into flour.
I'd like to make a separate investigation check on the quality of the wooden parts. Because he specifically mentioned he is no carpenter.
He's not a skilled carpenter. He does understand a little bit of carpentry, but not specialized.
Right.
So he can like know how to hammer a board up or fix a hole in flooring, as an example. But anything further than that, that's outside his understanding and expertise.
Hence why he's inspecting the wooden parts specifically.
Yeah, sure. Roll me a investigation check with advantage.
There we go. 13 this
13.
time.
The wood is old, but it's well maintained, given that it's been a mixture of oiled and tarred the wooden parts. So the wood is still like under the effect of being very well treated. Though you can see maybe a few of the smaller cogs and whatnot that is made out of wood might need to be replaced, but it's not something that needs to be done here now. Because then you would quite likely need to stop the mill from doing its function right now.
How long would it take to cast metal replacements for the wooden cogs?
Well, you would need to
get if I'm using like copper or bronze.
You would have to make a base out of the.
You would need to
like
gather the materials. You would need to make a mold in the right sizes, very precisely, or else you would rather break the mill. But they would have a longer lifetime, and you would need to melt it also, which would also take some time. It would probably take you like a day or two to cast metal replacements for the machinery. Because this is like an almost fully stone and wooden mechanism that is running this place right now. Only using metal either has reinforcement points, or for places where you cannot held it together with using only wood.
I'm gonna look around. Are there any spare cogs for the bottom of this, for the mechanism?
Not laying around.
I wonder. To allow me to use a feature in a way the player's handbook did not intend it to be used.
Okay, what are you thinking?
I have the infusion replicate magic item.
Yes.
I have seen the cogs in this windmill's mechanism.
Yes.
I would like to replicate the cogs out of out of the metal I have on me.
But the cogs aren't magical. They're made.
That's why I am saying I'm wanting to use this in a way that the player's handbook did not intend.
But then it could be argued that you could utilize this for any mundane craft.
That is what you're using Fabricate for. I know
Fabricate is a second level spell, I think.
Yeah. This is quite literally the Fabricate spell you're talking about.
Fourth level transmutation.
Oh, fourth level. Fuck.
Yeah, but you can use it to make whatever you need. As long as it's a non-magical item. Because you wave your hand, you do the dance, and suddenly there's like a shit ton of daggers or swords.
Well, no. Creatures or magic items cannot be created or transmutated by the spell. You can also not use it to create items that ordinarily require a high degree of craftsmanship, such as jewelry, weapons, glass, armor, unless you have proficiency within that type of artisan tools used to craft such objects.
Yeah.
So, arguably, technically, yes.
Arguably, he would not be able to make cogs with the fabricate spell because those are a highly specific thing that you would either have to carve with wood carver's tools or smith with smithing tools.
And you have smithing tools, ergo you could make them out of metal. Unless you would need the tinker's tool actually to make cogs, because I actually think that belongs under that with machinery.
In that case, he would need. I have proficiency in
Tinker's tools. Then you would be able to fabricate it when you get that spell unlocked. But for right now, you would need to do it by hand.
I'm going to look around and see if I can find the spare parts bin for all of the mechanism pieces so that he can get some measurements.
You look around, you cannot find any spare parts in this mill.
I think poor Ghost Knight has slapped a speaker activated on his.
I don't know what's wrong with Will. He was just checking it out, I thought. Just seeing if there's something that need repair.
There are any spare parts for this mill?
Spare parts? No. I hadn't had the time to have one of the carpenters to swing by to make some new ones since the mill broke down last time. Why?
Well, I was going to make replacements out of metal, but I can't do that without the proper measurements.
If give a moment, I might have something he walks inside, comes out with a few drawings. This is something my father said. My great-grandfather, when he built the mill, he had drawn out specifically for the mill.
Do these look legit?
They look legit. Like, they look like they were made of someone who understood how to make a mill. Like, there's also the schematics of the mill itself on it. There's schematics of the machinery inside, even though it is made out of wooden parts. The genius in it is it still works. Just be careful with those. Those are the original plans of the mill. Wouldn't want to lose those.
Damn. Actually, you know what? Holding the paper. How, like, worn are these sheets of paper?
They are old and browned, but they're not like... It's made out of good paper. Not like,
Okay.
you know, thick and like sturdy paper that you only would see for someone who had that kind of money to throw on to use that.
I'm gonna look on this farmstead. There should be an area for... There should be some kind of area for a small smithy, if anything else, to make things like nails.
Not here.
Not
This
here.
is not really a homestead, this is a mill.
He's muttering. Yeah.
So about that muttering.
He is like trying to think of the time of basically setting up, melting down the materials from what he has in inventory, which you would know are mostly technically functional things that are discarded. And then either casting it or forging the pieces.
Sounds like a good plan.
If you're looking for somewhere to fix it up, one of the hamlets nearby would have a small smithy station. It's usually for either shoeing horses or making nails for the locals. But there is one. He points eastward and westward. Unless you're going back to the Crafters District up north, where you came from. They have bigger furnaces up there.
I only need the ability to melt either copper or bronze.
That sounds expensive. Are you sure?
He opens the little bag and looks at the 1,500 discarded copper daggers. Yeah, probably have enough.
You see him takes up a jug and like starts takes like a good solid sip from play Minecraft drinking noises dot wave.
Oh Lord, can someone like just can someone make like a comic of like, let's see if I have any materials. Cobalt just dumps the bag and it just piles up with daggers.
He's looking inside the. So if you look at the, if you look at it, well, I can't put up his full portrait. On his full portrait, he has like this little thing strapped to his tail that has two small pouches. That is his bag of holding. So he is physically looking in there. You don't know what he sees, but he just looks in and there's like a bunch of discarded, ugly-looking copper daggers.
Like my grandfather and father talked back when they were both still alive about potentially using metal to improve the mill, but I thought it was too expensive an upgrade.
What is money to someone who was raised around rich merchants?
It's your lifeblood. Money makes everything go wrong. If the money flow stops, everything else stops with it. That's kind of the philosophy you have always been taught by the guests at the trading post you were stationed at.
It's our philosophy.
Well, it's probably going to take him the entirety of this day to make the parts, so Michael is going to go find the closest of the smithies. Unless anyone is going to try and stop him.
I don't know if to stop him or not.
At this point, I think we might just need to leave it.
Alright. I'm not
He
going to be
starts running.
responsible.
He starts
He's
running.
he's not running. He's walking at a leisurely pace towards the smithy. You can stop him at any time.
I don't know what he's planning to
Casey,
do.
your apprentice is walking off the map.
The apprentice also mentioned that this mill was in dire need of a metal cog. I am
He didn't
verifying
say-
his work.
He didn't say
You're
in
right.
dire need. They are just aging. Whereas the copper ones would last a lot longer.
They might
So-
never actually break if they are really well made. They might
Allow me
need to be
to
reshaped.
approach this in far more vague measures then. We have Luna saying, "Oh, your apprentice is tinkering with the mill. Apparently there's something off. I don't know what's up." She's looking over, sees the apprentice is looking at the plans, is not updated as to what the malfunction is. Since she's not going to be interrupting his process as he's deducing what is up, she's going to look around and see if she can come to the same conclusion that he did, that there's something off. And
Well,
then make the follow-up of seeing, well, if he's going to try to smith out a single part, that's great. So what can we do to see and address the current faults, and what can we see to do to make this more efficient?
If you're taking a look at the mill, you may roll me an investigation check with advantage.
you may want to wait for the group before you go
Watch
out.
them roll higher than I did, and it's like, damn, this place really about to fall to pieces.
Probably, considering that they're poor. All right, investigation. Do I need the Tinker's tools, Smith tools, or if it is
It's
a
just
Smith
an
tools?
investigation skill check.
So here's the fun problem. Cassia is a specialist human of the Maker's Mark. So she has certain triggers and feats that kick off because she's doing certain interactions as an artificer. That's why I'm looking to see what tool is going to get the information that I want, that I asked pass for. Because yes, I'm rolling an investigation at advantage, but depending on what tool I'm using, I could also be like, hey, I get an additional bonus. Case in point, if I'm making an Arcana check that involves artisan tools, I get an additional D4. But that's not the thing I'm worried about right now. The thing that I'm worried about right now is, do I use Smith or Tinkering? Based off of what I understand here,
it would be
it's Tinkering.
Tinkering for the
Yeah.
machine parts, carpentry for the wooden structures of the mill, and masonry to check the quality of the walls. If you had any
Yeah.
of those for extra bonuses. That's why I
I
asked,
have Tinkers.
do you want to make
Yeah,
a specialized at the machinery, or do you want to make a general in investigation? Because then it's just an investigation roll with advantage. You're rolling.
I think it'll be looking more at the mechanisms for tinkering, because if her apprentice is looking at the inner workings, that would give her enough of a hint that it's likely a mechanism issue that she's trying to worry about. And if he's having to forge something else, then it's going to be deducing whether or not it would be safe to shut this down, provided that the miller doesn't get freaked out. Ask permission, obviously, before turning it off. Getting the cog that we're likely going to be having to make a cast from, ensure its integrity is solid, and then work from there. Because it's going to be easier to get a cast or a mold than it is going to be to forge this thing without its precise measurements being available to him. He didn't take a cog, so that's why she's doing the verification and backup checks. All right, so Ra, advantage.
Advantage, and
Or no.
because you still have advantage with your investigation roll.
Okay, I just wanted to know if there's like situational bonus or whatever the fluff.
I might add that.
24.
To it. 24. That makes that. You see this machinery is aged. You do see some of the parts have recently been replaced. but not necessarily with the same grade as some of the oldest parts of the mill. You can easily see that because the oldest part of the mill are like these very well oiled and tarred pieces of wood that like looks almost, still in perfect condition, even though they are starting to show signs of age with the way that they are discoloring.
All right, she's going to be taking notes to make an itemized bill. Where the wear and tear are and the mechanisms and what needs to be replaced.
It would potentially be several of the different cogs. And what would that word be? A folly? Combination reel?
It's like a Foley. It's like
I'm trying to remember because I have studied how to make mills before.
okie dokie, buddy.
We are not sponsored, but thanks to Vintage Story actually for for making one
God
understand.
damn it! I can't escape that game. This is the second game that is being colored by that damn game.
It,
I am sorry.
hey, look, don't blame him for that. It's
No,
just
I'm blaming you both. I blame you
it's
both
just
for
a
this.
very in-depth system.
Yeah, it's a great in-depth system. I gotta get the better picture of this. Why is it so sad? Well, anyhow, if you want detailed plans as to what the poor kobold is looking in, I'll put it in handouts. Because man, this stuff is beautiful and detailed. Notes. Boop. You have fun with that. Ha, there's a part called the damsel. Tiki. Anyway, but yeah. But yeah, I could see where some of the cogs, the runners, and the little tidbits that could possibly need to
like most of the
be taken
machinery
care
would
of.
need to be changed out at some point because you can see that they are old. Some of these, like we're talking about maybe a century or two old.
So it's likely a horizontal mill, not a vertical one. I will refrain from horrifying you with my artificer tendencies. So, cool mill needs cog. Anything else?
Oh no, he's replacing like the entire. He's going for replacing the entirety of the mechanism at the top.
Yeah, he's going to exchange all that doesn't need to be wood with metal, and hope it can carry the weight. It's going to be great.
Copper should be
Okay.
light enough.
Should being the key word. This is not taking the integrity of aged wood, or even if they use the correct kind of wood. I will again make the willpower save to not go full tism on this. So barring that, is there anything I can do to make this system more efficient?
You're looking at the millstone that is still running in circles in the milling pit in the bottom. You think that it might be able to actually install a second wheel onto it, given that the sails might also need to be upgraded to a larger size for that extra pull. So it's running two grinding stones running in the grain pit where it's get milled into flour.
That sounds like it would take a very long time for me to build and install. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Plus, you're not
Pretty comfortable.
you don't proficient in masonry, are you?
No, sir. I am a sophisticated noblewoman who has the sophistication and class to make my crossbow bolt into a pseudo rifle. Milling is a bit adjacent. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
How I didn't insult you?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that next time you're crying about being poor. All right.
I
So,
mean,
terrible jokes aside. Yeah, I bet you were. That's a rich people problem. All right.
He
Please
didn't pay
understand
attention
this is
to you
sass out
because
of character.
I know,
Uh-huh.
I know, but quite literally, he didn't pay attention to you as the character because Luna came up to him like, "Hey, Duncan, my good friend, look here, I got this and this and this to tell you," and like completely distracted him, and he's just like, "How am I supposed to pay for all of this kind of deal?"
And this is why I'm grateful that my charisma level is high enough to get me in trouble, but not high enough to have the Aphrodite effect. Thank fuck. All right, so going about, take all that, we can draw up some plans, and then charge the poor son of a gun for the plans and installation. Sounds good. Will installing the upper machinery take all bloody day because we don't have all bloody day?
It would like just to make the parts would take a day. To get it installed would maybe take a couple of days because you would quite literally need to stop the mill, detach everything bit by bit, and then reinserted it bit by bit, and then you would need to try and give it a test run and make sure it didn't rip itself apart, that you have installed it all correctly. So, if you are going to do a complete reinstallment of the things in the mill, it's gonna take a small week.
I don't know if we can stay here for a week without getting in trouble. I'm under the impression that that would be bad.
But are you also taking a general look at the mill? Like the housing
Yes.
and the structure? Roll me
Uh,
another
Looking
investigation.
for compromises and things of that nature.
You may roll
Another
me.
investigation at advantage or nay?
Yes. Advantage.
Cool. Bruh. 21.
The mill have seen better days. You can see that the mortar that is keeping the cobblestone walls up is starting to dust. You can see a lot of the wood framing work. It's also old. A few pieces have been replaced with newer wooden bits, but a lot of it is still like old wood. Luckily that hasn't got termites in it, but it's only, well, a question of time before that happens.
What is the price for having this all kind of fixed? What would that look like?
More money than you probably have right now on your person.
I'm sorry, do you know how much money I have on my person?
I have a guess.
Oh, goody. I have fuck you money. How are you? So, I asked for the price, not that I was going to pay it.
Basically, if you wanted to do a full renovation, it would practically be cheaper to basically rebuild the mill.
Okay.
Because then you would basically take out, you would basically, first you would work to disassemble the machinery, see what can be saved and reused and what cannot, and then have new things being made out to replace the old bits. The house could maybe use a new set of walls and roofing here and there.
So, remember how I asked, this is great because I'm going to be, as KCS, writing out this unforgiving, huge bill, and then give the price for how much it would cost to renovate, and then how much it would cost to rebuild.
The walls themselves could need a touch-up, potentially, but it's not something that is deeply important because they are still sturdy and all that, but they might need, a fresh layer of more time or potentially even getting chalked. Good heavens.
So remember that part where I was asking for numbers and you're giving me words?
Yes. Around... What would be a mill cost at that time? That would be around 200,000 silver septims. And then we take out the inflation. Maybe around 1 million silver septims.
So 1 million for renovation, and then for the rebuild.
No, that is for all of it. Rebuild, for it all to be fixed, and the mill rebuild with new materials that needs to be replaced.
Very good then. So that would be rebuilding.
The repair cost maybe 50,000 silver septims would be enough. And if you want to have any further upgrades, it would be like another 50. But this is the price of both material and skilled craftsmen to do all the work. For 1 million.
Okay, so rebuilding, not refurbishing, is 1 million silver septims.
Yes.
And to do initial repairs and upgrades is 100k.
Yes. Because again, you have to remember you would need to take it apart bit by bit, because you wouldn't, want to potentially ruin something that could be reused afterwards.
Very good.
And it would take time,
Hold
which is why it is such a high salaried job to
Okay,
get something like
so
that.
she will be making a itemized bill of current ailments, current problems, current issues. She will draw up the plans for adding the second stone and updates. And she will also make sure to include at the very bottom of the giant itemized bill that this is the cost for repairs and upgrades. This may or may not account for the skilled labor costs. And to do a full rebuild and installation would cost this particular much. And then, of course, most importantly, for this itemized list and inspection, there will be a humble payment of 1,000 silver.
You're asking a man who has no coin to pay you 1,000 silver here now? Oh God.
I don't know how poor he is.
That is true. You don't know. The rest of the party does know.
So, with that in mind, I'll have the list. I'll make sure it's nice and itemized, have all the nice bibbles and bobbles, and provide the bill first, not the plans, so that way he can review and go through with the payment plan on what to do with this.
What is this?
Hello. So this is a itemized list of the current state of your mill, what will be likely needed to be replaced, what will likely need to be addressed first by priority. And of course, I do have some plans for optimizing efficiency for better output, but that'll come later. And then, of course, overall, it does seem to be in pretty rough shape. It looks like we are approaching the threshold where it might be kinder to replace the entirety of it outright. Now, because you are in the unique circumstance that you are in, I assume, I don't know. I believe you are the individual in question that is renting this place?
This used to be my family's. We still own it. We have the deed.
Wonderful. So, here's my other inquiry. As you can see, it would take a lot of money to get this replaced and all that. So, here's other options. The individual in question that you have a debt with wonderful. You could possibly engage to work with them to perhaps provide them ingredients. You have a wonderful farm here. And perhaps other services in hopes of procuring perhaps assistance or a small loan so that way you could either gradually, albeit horribly expensive, to replace what you need for the mill to keep going, or if she's feeling particularly generous, perhaps a way to, get this lovely old thing replaced.
Replaced? This mill has served my family for generations.
You can retrofit it as you like, but with the mortar falling apart and, well, you see the list there. It's all the little tidbits and bubbles falling apart. So it's time. Unfortunately, we can do a lot of things to prevent injury and damage to our mechanisms, but ultimately time will win. This has served loyally and faithfully, clearly, but the problem is that, well, things need to be replaced. But that's why I gave you two options. You could do a full rebuild, or you could do piecemeal and do bits of replacement. Please also keep in mind, I do not know what skilled labor is going to charge you, but those will be for like base materials and things of that nature.
God, fuck. He like looks over
You'll
to
have a payment plan.
right.
And remember, I labeled them by priority, so you could just focus on the little tidbits on that first. No need to panic, it's just a plan. Oh, there will be my fee, which will be 1,000 silver.
You see him go over it, and he like looks up at you, like shut thousands. I don't even have a single silver piece right now. I gave all I had.
That's a damn shame. Perfectly fun.
I can pay you in flour.
I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to take the flour, but you know who can?
I can pay you in spirits.
Though sorely tempting. I know someone else who would greatly appreciate that.
Yes. I will see what I can do, and I'll make sure to pay you off as soon as I can.
So, you may defer my payment to your debtor as a form of supplies until you've reached about 1,000 silver of,
How much is it?
spirits and flour?
Let's see here, the list, see what she needs. I already have that in stock. I might need to wrangle some from my neighbors for that. That I need to contact some of my other colleagues for. I don't even know how to get this. What is this?
Good booze. Also, please bear in mind, her supplies are down south in Magnus Portum. You merely need to go down there, smuggle the items off of the vessel with her papers showing that those are legally hers, and then likely bring them back to her. Also, the debt of 1,000 silver pieces worth of flour and booze can be paid at your leisure, as it is a verbal contract, not a written one.
Sure. I'll see what I can do against that. I will need to contact. I may be the things pass through as the smuggler, but I'm more of a fence really when it comes to it than a proper smuggler. That's what I have.
You have contacts. Surely.
I have contacts that can get it out of there.
Then you're fine.
But thank you for giving me this chance. I mean it truly. Thank you. I will make sure to get. You see him start hollering, walk around the corner, and start hollering at some workers to get them their ass back in gear, as they need to start loading up some carts to bring some of the milled goods into the city. And to get Lazy Tom back to work.
Well,
If there's nothing else, I would kindly ask you to step off my property. I will see you later, I guess. And I'm going to make the first delivery of what she's asking for.
Your hospitality is interesting.
I am
Very good then.
sorry, I cannot offer you shelter or anything of that nature here. I am living here with only me, my family, and a few of the workers. We already are quite strained in room and board. If I could give you further hospitality, I would love to. But please at least accept this. He will hand a clay bottle towards you.
I'm gonna have to gauge her patience level. Ah, very good.
She's not killing someone right now. But
Your offer of kindness is greatly appreciated. However, you are horribly strained. And I assure you, the hospitality that I was seeking was perhaps a bit more warmer interaction, less accommodation. Though the fact that your mind went there was extremely kind. I assure you, we will take care of matters shortly. I suppose we should all forthwith leave, and wish you a pleasant afternoon.
And I wish you too a pleasant afternoon. I am sorry, I did not mean as in to kick you off the property. It's just with some of the people I am to make deals with to make some of even this list here of reality. They do not take kindly to strangers here.
Well,
It is for
to
my
each their own
sake and
business.
their sake and your sake I'm giving this warning.
What curious bedfellows. All right. Shall we?
where to
We
next?
have a kobold to hunt down, apparently. So I guess we can gather our party before venturing forth to wherever the fluff that kobold is doing stuff.
He wandered off northward.
So I guess we're just gonna have to wander off northward.
I was told there was a smithy to the east and west. I had assumed north was the direction we came from on the start of the map.
You came with cart, that means you need to take one of the side paths that leads more eastward and down around.
He would have headed east, not north.
Okay, then east we go.
He is
Get him.
long since off the map. You do not know where he is.
He
All right.
walks at a slow
Favorite. So let's take this literally and horribly then. The apprentice is gone. He's given us no heading as to where the Fluffy's gone off to. And I don't think anyone was attending him or going with him to wherever the Fluffy was going. Correct?
You would assume, based on the fact that he took the schematics with him, he's probably going to where he can start fabricating.
which is one of 3 places, and I don't have the time or resources to deal with this shit. So I provided the man an itemized plan so that way he could take care of it himself at his own leisure. Wonderful. I don't know where my apprentice is. Fuck. So with this
He
in
went that
mind,
way. He went that direction.
That has been
great.
corrected because I thought that was east, given the
Yes.
fact that we came from the north here.
And yet the circle turns. So with that in mind, a moderately priced tavern nearby that the poor man could hoof it to because we don't know where the fuck he is. Please.
You're asking the carriage or wagon driver. You hired.
So the wagon rider, I imagine, could just take us back to the Golden Goblet, in which I assume Vikel would probably know how to get there. I don't know.
No, he's not
brilliant.
that smart.
He's not that
So what do we do from here? Because we can't stay here. We are literally being shoot the fluff off. So
I mean, you can follow his tracks. He leaves very distinct footprints.
that's quite. I'm not a ranger or druid.
I
Not
saw
track-
where
I-
he headed, Domina.
I can do it. I have high survival.
The wagon driver like turns over and just be like, Domina, I saw where he went at. He went to that small hamlet over that hill over there, further up the road.
I suppose we can just go there and wait about and let him know of the new situation, which is the man in question that he's trying to help has the plans and means to help himself now. So the man can tinker, and it's well and good. Just make sure that his work is charged for. Easy peasy, I suppose.
This poor horseman who has to listen to everything that you guys say and basically be like, I am not going to say this at all. If I'm going to talk over myself, I'm gonna get my ass executed probably. But how can I, keep myself sane and safe here?
Look, man, he has to deal with an abnormally large person, 3 people who are
I don't understand where the fuck the malfunction is. All we're doing is going to the fucking hamlet and updating the goddamn kobold. What is the problem?
No. This is basically every time you guys have traveled anywhere, it's been this same wagon driver, and he has been listening into some of
Great.
the conversations that has been happening while you guys have been traveling, and he's just like, "Yeah, I'm not
Great.
paid enough for this." No.
I'm not kidding, though.
The hell you're not paid enough for this.
Well,
I mean, you're suffering with me, so
Unfortunately, this is the era before AirPods existed. He can't just tune us out.
that's not true. There's this magical ability called ignoring that humans can do immediately. They don't need technology for that. It's just practice.
But
He's probably used to Farmer Tim and his explanation of crop rotations, not whatever the fuck we are.
not even that. He usually drive around, high class society people in his upholstered wagon to make sure that they get, somewhere where they need to be. And they usually don't talk to him or speak loudly about, potential crimes and whatnot. Or anything more nefarious than maybe admitting to a poisoning here and there in a drunken stupor. But anything else but that, he's, kind of, just like, this is but a mere Tuesday. And then there's your chubble fucks, who is putting him into all kinds of weird situations that needs to listen to what goes on inside that carriage. Or wagon, really. Because it isn't really a carriage, isn't it? Because where is it? I'm actually a little bit... Anyways.
Covered wagons exist. Either way, we're going to the friggin' hamlet. We're gonna try to find an uppity kobold. We're going to storyboard the shit out of this to save sanity and time so the
Yes.
circle talking can cease. Kobold, you have been informed. Hey, if you want to do this, that's great, that's fine. Use your supply, make sure that you are paid for your fine work. Otherwise, the man has everything that he needs to take care of his own damn problems. We've been shooed from the property. End of story. Done.
He's going to sigh. How much would it be to hire a messenger pigeon to take the schematics back so that he doesn't have to walk?
You can quite literally deliver the like ride by with the schematics, call him over, give them to him, and then ride on, without actually.
See how we can't do that because we were shooed?
You're not entering the property of the mill itself. You can like quite literally like drive up close by it, call him over, have him take the schematics, and then turn the wagon around and go back.
That sounds like too much effort. It sounds like less effort to hire a messenger pigeon.
Or just hire one of the local kids to basically run over with it.
Fuck it. I throw 10 copper at the nearest child and tell them to take this back to the mill owner.
At the owner of Duncan's Mill. You see the kid picks up the copper pieces.
I don't actually. That was hyperbole. I hand them the money.
He takes them, takes the paper, and runs off to the mill.
How pissed do you think he is that we sent a kid with the paper?
And they're wrapped and sealed wax. It's fine.
I think a child is going to be more of a welcome visitor at the moment than us. So he can help himself. That's all
You
that
see,
matters.
Here's how you know the kobold is of the lawful alignment. If he wasn't, he would have just kept the schematics to build his own rival mill somewhere else.
Who's to say he didn't retain the information by memorizing it, and now he's going to draw it in his own little secret book?
No, he's not that wise.
You don't have to be wise to do that. You just have to be smart.
And Casey is that smart.
Oh, I'm sorry. You thought I was just being cute and giving plans without taking a profit for myself? Clearly the man's poor. Otherwise, this would be in far better repair.
We build a rival mill with 2 mills instead of 1, and we drive him out of business, thus buying the land for his mill and owning 3.
With hookers and blackjack. Sorry, Black Prince. Stop peeking when you laugh. We can't appreciate it.
But we are at the round-off time for today. Thank you so much, dear players, and to you, dear viewers, and the editorial team as always. Thank you for the service you've done so far. I hope to have enjoyed today's session. We will continue on next time. And as always, see you around. And also do remember we have a YouTube where every session is uploaded to for your enjoyment later on, or in case you want to catch up with something that you missed out on. But till then, have a good one and see you around. As always, bye-bye.
Michael explodes.
Denied.
Damn it.